Is it my go? Hi, my name is Simone, and yes, I play board games by myself. Yes, solo board gaming is a big thing now, and you can find Facebook groups and YouTube channels dedicated to solo board gaming. Plus, it seems to be a really good selling point for new Kickstarter projects. And the most popular board games, they all include a solo variant. For example, Scythe and Terraforming Mars. And you can also easily play solo most co-op games like Spirit Island and Black Orchestra. But there is an entire category of games that have been designed from the ground up for only one player. And I would like to introduce you today to one of my favorite, which is Deep Space D6. The premise is really simple. You are in charge of a spaceship and you are trying to survive the attacks from space pirates, raiders, fighters, coconut flavor ships, but also more personal issues like painful solar winds. But get excited, because the first thing you do is you roll some dice, and not just normal dice, you roll custom dice, and this will determine what you do on your turn. Ooh. Then you follow the well-known worker placement procedure of picking up one of your crew, assigning it to the correspondent station to be able to take the associated action. In this case, it would be to deal 1 damage to one of my enemies, for example, this one. Pretty straightforward, you would say, unless your crew decides to abandon their positions to actually check that annoying beeping noise coming from that overpriced scanner you bought on eBay. Yeah, if you rolled any of these soulless grey dice, you must assign them to the scanners before you can take any of your actions. These are now locked and unavailable to you in the subsequent rounds, and once the scanners are full, you must draw a new threat card and add it to the growing list of enemies you will need to defeat. On the plus side, you are now be able to unlock these dice and return them to your pool. If that wasn't enough, during the game your crew can get injured and be sent to the infirmary to then have you spend one of your precious actions to kick them out. Okay, you've taken your actions, you've fired some lasers, you recharged the shield, you repair a little bit of the hull. Now it's the enemy's chance of reprisal, so you need to reveal a new threat card. And then you need to take a little ride on the magic wheel of fortune by rolling a d6 and then see which of the enemies will activate. That's it. Repeat the process until you either destroy all the enemies and the big final boss, or you miserably die in deep space. Okay, that was just a quick summary of the experience, but hopefully you were able to get a sense of the game. And you can see that it's all short-term tactics and no long-term strategy. Heavily driven by the dice roll, making it taste a little bit like Marmite. You either love it or hate it. And I hate it. I really hate it. I don't like the taste, I don't like the smell, but I do love Deep Space D6. I love how quick it is to set up. I love the simplicity of the rules. I love the small footprint it uses. I love the almost non-existent bookkeeping. Everything is really well presented in front of you. And yes, if you are unlucky and the dice are against you, you will lose pretty quickly. But so what? You set it up again in no time. I also love that each turn is a new situation you need to deal with, trying to make the best out of it. Yeah, okay, you love it. But what about replayability? Well, it comes with 4 different spaceships, all with different abilities. And if you then get also bored of the same things, you could also get the Endless expansion, which will add 42 new threat cards and also a new concept of upgrades, where you can upgrade your weapons. If you like the sound of it and you are into solo gaming, I suggest you get hold of a copy. Right, I think my job here is done, and I'll see you next time. Yes, board gaming. Kickstarter. Yes, solo gaming is a big thing now. You can find Facebook groups and YouTube channels dedicated solely to solo games. Dedicated to solo gaming. And it's also, did I say also? Also,